Welcome back, everybody, to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
This is Naruto episode 42, The Ultimate Battle. Chia! This is the start of the battle between Ino and Sakura, and let's just see where it goes. Hope you enjoyed our last reaction. We talked a little bit about female representation in Naruto and how it's kind of shitty, and how we hope it gets better moving forward. Do you have anything you want to say before we get started?
Nope.
Let's go! Naruto episode 42.
I've been trying to figure out who's gonna have to fight Gaara.
Who's gonna fight Gaara?
Yeah, I've been trying to figure it out. In this
really?
completely random...
Who do you think it'll be?
It's hard to say. We've already used it. Oh, maybe someone from the Sound Village. But I can't tell.
Like Dosu, that one guy?
Yeah. And I just don't think it's gonna be one of the rookies or something where they would literally get murdered and then, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But you never know. In this completely random battle lineup. Pretty nice, yeah.
Pretty good.
Okay, they're actually...
Reused animation from when she blossomed. Oh, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Faked her out. She kind of looks badass.
You're doing awesome, Sakura.
I love when he has his... I love when he has his eyes closed. He looks so funny.
Top notch, considering she's a rookie. I've never seen Sakura this good.
Neither have we.
No, you're the greatest.
Wrecked. I love how he's just fucking with Naruto.
The white-hot battle rages on.
3 hours later.
I can do this. You little...
Ouch.
Whoa.
At this rate, this battle will never end. This has been going on so long. They've been at it for 10 minutes.
They keep using the exact same attack on each other like a mirror. It's like they both have the Sharingan.
How can you be evenly matched with me? I guess you're right, Ino. Your obsession with your looks and your hair can't be surpassed. I've been training too hard to worry about that stuff.
Once I guarded a bridge builder for 10 days straight.
You making fun of me?
Really? Even Kakashi just...
Oh, I think she's totally lost
See?
it.
I don't need this. Looked scary before.
Psycho just cut off her hair.
It's the mind transfer jutsu sign. Oh man, that fool.
Look, I know you're frustrated, but that's pointless. We'll just see about that. Mind transfer jutsu.
What is she doing? She's out of her mind!
The mind transfer jutsu is only used for spine. It's not a battle jutsu. Ino.
She's been using it in battles multiple times. Well, I guess just once, but
It's a
now
powerful
twice.
jutsu. There's no way she'll hit Sakura.
Hit Sakura.
Ninja art. Mind transfer jutsu.
She get her.
We'll find out in 30 seconds.
Did it work?
Sakura. No, just fucking with you guys.
Comes over, just stabs her in the chest and walks away.
You're done, Ino.
She didn't do it.
No way.
Sakura, you idiot.
You fell for it, Sakura.
Used her hair.
I finally caught you. you into running right into the trap I'd laid for you. And it worked. Now you can't move at all, can you? You gotta get out of there quick!
Thanks, Naruto.
Now, mind transfer jutsu!
Nice try, Ino.
That's really unfortunate.
Ino missed. No, wait.
Not quite.
Fucking pranking everyone. You know, the great prankster over here.
The prankster of the Hidden Leaf Village.
This is her chance. Do it already, Sakura! Attack!
Just like 5 steps behind everyone.
Mind transfer jutsu worked.
Fucking
Sakura's
nerd.
done for.
He's so stupid.
The mind transfer. Does that mean that Sakura has?
Yes.
Are you also an idiot, Rock Lee? Like,
Sakura's spirit has been completely taken over by Ino.
Now I, Sakura Haruno, would like to say that I with no! Sakura, don't! Man, that kid's just so annoying. You worked so hard to get here, Sakura! Don't disgrace yourself now by losing to that lame Ino girl!
Why didn't she just say it? It's words. She could have said it over him.
you know, you're pretty dumb.
Ino? Ino's dumb? Or what were you saying?
Yeah, Ino's dumb for
Oh.
not have kept saying what she was saying.
Naruto's just so fucking annoying. That's his secret jutsu.
Sakura, this can't be happening!
You don't have supreme chakra control.
Withdrawing? Well, are you or not?
No, I won't be withdrawing! Not today or any other day!
Believe it!
Which one is it? Sakura.
No way! But my juice is unbeatable! You know, you're gonna be in way bigger trouble than you've ever seen if you don't get out of me right now!
Are Konohamaru and Ino voiced by the same person? She kind of sounds like Konohamaru when she gets all high-pitched. That would suck if you had to transfer into somebody who didn't have arms. Because you couldn't do the hand sign to release. You'd just
How
be
would you
stuck.
get out? Maybe after a few minutes you can like
Yeah,
just
maybe
go
at-
out.
yeah.
You get expelled.
Jutsu. She must have used up too much chakra
Oh.
before attempting the jutsu.
How can you
It's a
have
pretty
two
good fight,
spirits
though.
It is a
in
pretty
you?
good fight.
Just what are you anyway? Someone who's just as strong as she is beautiful. I mean, Ino's gotta be tough if she's gonna survive something like this.
Ino's lack
Ooh.
of chakra contributed. It also seems Naruto had something to do with this. His voice awakened Sakura's spirit, allowing her to cast Ino out.
Interference!
Yeah, exactly, right?
Naruto, this battle will come down to brute force.
This
Ooh,
ends
new track.
right now!
Oh, maybe not.
Can you stop doing the same punching each other's hand move? It's not a good strategy. And it's a tie. Thanks for nothing, folks.
Well, what do I do?
First,
Since neither combatant is able to continue,
are you kidding me right
by
now?
double knockout, no one gets through the fourth battle of this preliminary. This match is over.
Sakura, no!
Sakura, wake up!
Well, Sakura! Answer me!
Who's next on this completely random?
I'm so ready. After watching that last match, I'm fired up.
Let's get all the girls done in 2 episodes.
Yeah, as quickly as possible.
Go 10-10!
Who do you want to win?
I don't know. I haven't seen either of them do anything. So,
So you're finally waking up, huh, Sakura?
That's kind of shitty.
Come on,
That
10-10!
Ino woke up
Use
first.
the power of
Kind of a...
your
s-
Lee, let's hear that support. You can do it, 10-10.
Take her down, 10-10!
already over. That's no fair. I'm the one who wants to cry. To think I tied with you, I still can't believe that happened. Here, guess you finally got a flower to bloom. A beautiful flower. But Sakura, I won't just hand over Sasuke to you. Understand, Sakura? Oh yeah, well that goes double for you, you ugly pig!
Thought you guys had moved past this.
This petty rivalry over a fucking boy.
Who doesn't like either of you.
Tamari.
10 and Tamari.
I want to see what the thing that she's carrying is all about. But we'll see next episode.
So what do you think about the fight? Do you agree with that ending? What do you think about, like, how, just
That's pretty
overall?
dumb.
Really?
I don't know. So, okay, wait. Clarify this for me, because maybe I'm dumb, but maybe I just missed it. Are they both, like, failed now? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Because this whole preliminary thing was because they had too many people. So, like, they're gonna take the tie and be like,
Get out of
yeah.
here.
Although, what they easily could have done would be like, they're both knocked out. Let's not call it yet. Whoever wakes up first.
That's what I thought they were
Isn't that
gonna
what they
do.
normally
That's what I
do?
thought, and it was reminding me a lot of that Porco Rosso, or Rosso, or however you say it.
Where
that
they both
fight
knock each other
where
out.
they're, like, just hitting each other, like, this hit for hit, like, the entire time, and they're, like, destroyed, and then they are both, like, drowning, and they're like, alright, let's see, who surfaces first will win.
Yeah.
And who drowns is dead. Well,
Yeah. I don't know where... Is that from this... I don't think where I'm getting that, like, who wakes up first? It might be from that, because we watched that relatively...
I think it's from, like, multiple things,
It's from a lot of shit where, like... Because what's the point of, like... I don't know. It would have made more sense to let someone go on, because now there's going to be an uneven amount of people, right?
Yeah.
Because one person didn't go out of this one, so there's going to be an odd number of people for the next one.
I don't know. I was, honestly... I wasn't that surprised that happened. Like, it seemed like, I don't know. It seemed like either Sakura would win or they would tie. It didn't seem like Ino would win, or else that wouldn't help Sakura's progression at all. Because Ino was winning their whole life, kind of. So it definitely makes sense.
It makes sense that they would tie, and it would be too easy if Sakura won.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I was like, it would be too easy if Sakura was just like, yeah, I'm better than you now, and beat her.
Because then, like, where do you go from there?
And then it would be too stupid if Ino won, because then it would be like,
well, Sakura's
that's
shit.
expected,
Yeah.
and Sakura's an idiot.
I think it's the best thing that could come out of it, because there was their rivalry beforehand, but it wasn't, like, a main part of Sakura's character, really.
Yeah.
Like, it was there, and it was, like, you could tell that they had, like, a long-standing rivalry and relationship. But, like, now it's, like, it's clearly established that Sakura has a Sasuke of her own, like, to fight against, like how Naruto has Sasuke. And, yeah, it does make sense, because otherwise, like, what's the alternative? Like, if Sakura won, it would be like, okay, well, this whole, like, competition between them can go nowhere. Like, their relationship is kind of, that arc is completed, so where does Sakura go from here? There's no place else to take it, so it does make sense, and they definitely have a newfound respect for each other, because Sakura was kind of like a catching up to Ino, and
and now they're caught up, and now once the next, like, arc of their, like, rivalry happens, then they're, like, trying to, it's not just Ino doing her own thing and Sakura trying to catch up, it's them both, like, when Naruto and Sasuke were, like, cutting the tree and, like, neck and neck with each other.
It's exactly like that. Yeah,
So.
that's a good comparison. But yeah. But it is kind of silly that it is for Sasuke.
Yeah.
I wish that
they just
like,
cut that out. And it was, like, it started about Sasuke, but it's, like, they say it's about Sasuke, but really, it's about just each other. But.
And, like, I appreciate, I don't know, there's something about, how do I say this? The whole gender roles thing. It's interesting that they don't, because, like, Kunoichi, they're not, like, I mean, no ninja are, like, fighters. But, like, Kunoichi are meant to be, like, spies, specifically. The distinction is that they infiltrate, like, the community, and as far as I know, I'm not super learned on, like, the history of shinobi and Kunoichi and ninjas and stuff like that. But, like, it does make sense that, like, because it's a historic thing. Like, this isn't a new thing where, like, you know, now men and women are a little bit more equal. back then, their gender roles were obviously far more traditional. And so, like, if a woman was training to be, like, an assassin, and their whole point was to infiltrate another society, they might need to know more traditionally feminine things in order to blend in. They're not trying to break down barriers or break through that glass ceiling. It's all about fitting in the way that things are. So because this show draws on, like, a traditional aspect of Japanese culture, even if it is a lot smaller than I think it's been popularized for the show and many other things, the whole idea of ninjas. It was this very small thing, and it's from Japanese history, but like because it's drawing on a historic thing where there were much more clear gender roles and where that kind of fit in, it makes sense that it's kind of drawing from that. So there is a kind of charm to the fact that it's using that kind of thing, but it also does hinder like progression of female characters when you're adhering too much to it. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you think about all that? Like, do you have any thoughts on that whole thing?
I think it's kind of cute. And it makes sense, especially since they're so young. They can't be, like, teaching them to, like, literally, like...
Murder
people. And it makes sense, like, okay, if we know in the future we're going to need them to infiltrate other places that have different customs, and it's clearly apparent among the women of, like, whatever village that this is how they arrange flowers, and this is, like, a huge industry. So if you're infiltrating that village, you're probably going to need some knowledge about flowers. We're not going to waste time on this when you're fucking older. We're going to do it now when you can't do anything else.
And obviously it was that whole part of it was obviously a vehicle for, like,
Sakura and Ino. Blooming, blah, blah.
Exactly, yeah. That was obviously all a vehicle for that, but it's... I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, all that shit is unfortunate, but it does have, like, all the gender role stuff. It is unfortunate, but it does have its own charm, and it is used relatively well in certain contexts. Like, the whole metaphor of her being a cosmos versus whatever the shitty white flower that's supposed to help the other one.
Just make the cosmos look better.
Yeah.
It's interesting to note, this is completely unrelated, that cosmos are like a fall flower there, because here they're a summer flower.
Maybe that's a Japanese thing.
Probably just climate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just interesting, because they're those flowers that I had in the boxes last year. So...
yeah, I don't know. A lot of cool shit. We're going to move on right to the next one. Real quick, before we go, who do you think is going to win between Tamari and Tenten, knowing nothing about them? Who is your prediction?
I'm going to go with...
Just real quick. We'll talk about it a little bit more at the start of next one.
Tenten.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next episode of Naruto.
Wait, no. It's hard to say. Okay, never mind. Tenten.
I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
See you in the next one. Bye-bye.